Hi you guys, thank you for tuning in again. It's me, Burudi, from Heaven on Earth, founder and one of the coaches. The point of Heaven on Earth is to give you guys more confidence in everyday life and turn your life into a sense of paradise, okay? More importantly, with Heaven on Earth, it's giving relationship advice, relationship coaching, building more confidence, giving you ambition, motivation, drive, giving you tools that are typically available to top performers and typically are available to the elite. And it's going to be something that is starting kind of with just some of the scraps that I have, some of the tools and the resources that I have, and building and growing this. So fortunately, you guys are getting this at its early stages, and months down the line, years down the line, when this thing actually does grow, build, you guys will be able to say, hey, I was with that guy when he was doing it out of his condo and he had a backdrop of Versace painted on his wall or whatever. You'll remember, and the lighting was horrible and there were shadows, and now he has this big studio and he's doing this and that. Anyways, what I want to talk about today is depression. Depression, it's a big thing in America. It's a multi-billion-dollar industry where pharmaceutical companies, well, first it starts off with the doctors prescribing medication to kids, young adults to fight depression and even to fight stress, okay? And my belief, from my experience, my own personal experiences, is I don't think medication is necessary to fight depression. I think depression and stress can be cured naturally, okay? And how I think you could do that, and some steps we're going to talk about is this. The reason why people get depressed, there's multiple reasons why everyone gets depressed, but I'm just going to try to single it out and try to get straight to the meat. One of the main reasons why people get depressed is because we live in the day and age where there's social media, and social media, you'll see people living this life that you're not living, and you'll make high standards and you'll set the bar so high for yourself, and once you come to grips and once reality smacks you in the face and you're not living this life that you thought of, you become stressed, you become down, and it takes a toll on you. For example, when you were 16 or 15, you thought, hey, by the time I'm 23, I'm going to drive a convertible BMW, I'm going to move out to California, I'm going to be a single mother, I'm going to be an actress, or I'm going to be a single father, I'm going to work in Silicon Valley, and I'm going to be an accountant, or whatever your dreams or aspirations of life were. Well, what happens is you become 23, you didn't make it out west to California, you're not living the California lifestyle, and you're still stuck in the same neighborhood where you grew up at, went to high school and college. You moved back home, you have a job working at Borders, which is nothing wrong with that. You have a job working at Sprint, a call center, whatever the scenario is. And you're still involved and you're caught up in social media and you're seeing people live this glamorous life and they're having fun and this and that. So there's depression that becomes inflicted on yourself because you feel that you failed in life. You feel that you're not living the American dream, and you feel that you let society and you let yourself down. Don't think that way. That's what happens to a lot of people, and they don't realize that. So one thing that you have to come to grips with is wherever you're at in life is you're at in life, and you're there in life, okay? Don't look at the situation worse than what it is, and don't look at the situation, don't make the situation worse. Accept the fact that you're at where you're at in life and just build off of that. That's one thing. The problem with depression and stress, that's one aspect why people get depressed. Because social media, they look at these celebrities, they look at these prominent people in life, whether it's accountants, doctors, actors, philanthropists, whoever, prominent people that play a role in society. They see what they, on social media, they see things on TV, this lifestyle. TV is not fake, it's Hollywood, it's scripted, it's a set. Social media, the internet, in some aspects of it, it's not reality. So anyways, so they make they consider that their reality, they make that their reality, and they don't live that reality, and they inflict depression, stress on themselves. That's one thing. The second major thing, what causes depression and stress, and I'm just gonna, a big umbrella, or it's life itself. You know, life is a bitch. You know, it's just, that's what it is. Whether it's your landlord stressing you out, your boss is, you're getting overworked and underpaid, or you have relationship problems and your girlfriend wants this or your boyfriend wants that, or you have a hard time just going out and meeting new people. You have a hard time being social. You don't know, you have a hard time approaching attractive women, or you have a hard time talking to the guy, or whatever the scenario may be. Maybe you just don't like your living situation. Maybe you don't like your body, anything about yourself. And we beat ourselves up because we're not content with our lives or our situation, so we get stressed out. Maybe it's your kids. Your kids aren't performing at school, or whatever the scenario is we harp on it. We think about this negative situation, and it takes a toll on us. Think about it. If you're stressed out right now, or whatever challenges you have in life right now, and your stress comes in and out, and it's a chronic stress, or you get depressed. Some days out of the week you're depressed, and some days out of the week you're happy. You're happy with life. You're happy with your situation. Some days you're stressed and you're just like, I don't know what I'm going to do. Some days you're happy. Some days you're depressed, some days you're stressed. Vice versa. Think about the times that you're stressed. Think about the times that you're depressed. And the common denominator in both of those situations is this. It's mental. You're thinking about a negative situation. Depression cripples you. Stress cripples you. When you're depressed, you don't want to do anything. You don't want to go out of bed. You don't want to go out and be social. You don't want to get on the internet. You're just depressed. You're mad at the world. You can't think. You can't execute your game plan. All of your hopes, your dreams, and your goals are just kind of on pause. You put life on pause. You become a couch potato. You don't want to do the activities that you once did. You don't want to go out to the gym. You don't want to go out with your buddies to your girlfriends to the bar. You stop doing the things that made you happy. Your life stops. Okay? And when you're depressed and when you're stressed, you keep harping on a negative situation. Oh, my landlord I can't pay rent, I can't pay rent, I can't pay rent. My job sucks, my job's this. Whatever the scenario is, you keep harping on it. The one way to not take pills and not take drugs to fight depression, to fight stress, it's very simple. All you do is you think about good times. You think about positive times. You think about when you were happy. You think about when you did have money in your pocket. You think about the good times at your job. You think about the positive times in your relationship with your spouse. You think about when your kids were doing great at home. You think about when your car was working, when you did have insurance. You think about when you didn't have all of these legal fees. You put your mind state. You have to change your state of mind to fight depression. It's mental. You have to be physically strong. You have to be physically and mentally strong to do it, and it takes time. Again, how to fight depression, how to fight stress. You have to, it's not necessarily thinking positive, it's thinking about moments in your life when you were actually happy. Think about the time when you went to a great event and you were high. Think about the times you were laughing. Think about the times when you were driving in your car and the AC was working and you didn't have car problems. Think about the time when you had 4 girlfriends and you were playing the field. Think about all of those positive times, all of those happy moments in life. So when you get depressed, you're like, I'm not getting out of bed. I'm just thinking about this problem that may or may not even happen, and it's just weighing me down. I don't feel like doing anything. Instead of thinking on that problem and crippling yourself, think about all the happy times. Think about all the good times. When you become stressed, don't think about the stress. Don't think about the problems. Think in your head, I'm the man, I'm the woman, I'm going to, nothing's stopping me. I'm the best that ever did it. I have $1 million in my bank account. I drive a Rolls Royce. I get chauffeured around town. I'm eating at the finest restaurants. I'm drinking I don't even drink water. I'm drinking sparkling water because I like the fizz. Okay, you just put yourself in this thing. I am, whatever. You put yourself in this mental state that you're the best thing, that you're a king, that you are a god, okay? And you think about the happy moments when the sun was shining, when you close your eyes and that feel when you look into the sunshine is hitting you, that radiant, and then you're gonna start to, you'll just have this aura and this glow about you, and people are gonna want to be about you. Now, you think about positive times, you think about happy times when you were happy. You won't be depressed. But I want to make this service announcements. I do want to say this. Your problem, your challenge is still going to be there. So it's not all about thinking positive and thinking about happier moments and better times in your life. It's now about mentally hyping yourself up and mentally believing that you're an unstoppable force and you're a machine. You do all of that to put yourself in a different mind state. Because with depression, you're crippled and you can't do anything. But if you got yourself into a strong mental mind state, the next step is you look at your challenges, you look at your problem, and you devise a plan. Okay, my car is broken, I need to get my GED, or I need to get a raise at work, I need to step it up at work, I'm making all these errors at work, hey, my girlfriend's about to leave me, my boyfriend's about to leave me. These are the things in my life that I need to change and fix, and I need to figure out how to do that. If you're depressed and you're just recognizing and realizing the challenges and problems in your life, you're so depressed and you're so shackled with this negative energy, negative chains around you, you can't attack the problem. But if you get in the right mental state and you're happy and you're strong and you're feeling on top of the world and you're feeling like King Kong and you just want to pump your chest, you're going to be able to attack the issue. So you get into the right mental state, you get a piece of paper, you write down what your challenges are, and then you think about how to fix those problems, how to fix those challenges. And anytime that you get anytime your brain starts to shift, and it's going to be challenging. You are still going to get kind of slumped, but then fight yourself and say, hey, you know what? Oh, I remember when I was on the roller coaster. I remember when I was partying in 1997 and we had those Rolls Royce things and I was just feeling so electric, right? Just remember those good states. Oh, I remember when we were driving in that, I remember when we went to Vegas and it was this, and the All-Star game and the bottles, we had 16 bottles. We were in the Wynn nightclub. It was a $20,000. Remember all those good times and get into that state. And then you will be able to attack and address the issue. So, that's all I have to say on depression. To sum it up in 2 lines or whatever, to fight depression, get yourself out of the mental negative state. Start thinking positive, but more importantly than thinking positive, think about the moments in your life that you were happy and you were smiling, and think about the situations where your life was good and your life was going forward and life was perfect. Think about those times every time that you start to think about your problems. And if you are in the right mental state, you'll be able to, in black and white, realize what your challenges and your problems are, and you'll be able to write and devise a plan. And then once you write and devise that plan, you're going to be so high in this mental state, you're going to be able to execute it. Because your problem, your car note, your landlord, your girlfriend, you're making mistakes at work. If you're depressed and stressed out, you can't work under depression. You can't work under stress. You're degenerating at that point. So the only way you can break through and fight through this thing is getting in the right mental state. So if you know anybody with depression, or if you know anyone that's stressed out, please have them watch this video. If you have any questions, comments, please leave comments on the video, leave comments on the Facebook page, please tweet me. And if this can help somebody, share this on their Facebook page. Pass this around. It's free, great information that I guarantee you, if you apply it and stick to it, it will work. And you can thank me later. Okay. Follow me on Instagram, Burudi. Follow me on Twitter, Burudi1. Like my Facebook page. It's Facebook.com/status heaven on, or status heaven on earth. Okay. Thank you for your time. Heaven on earth.